Hello everyone, it's me Max23 and welcome back to the Final Fantasy VI Tea Edition. In this episode, the party continues to fight the ancient beast Atma weapon. Living up to its reputation, the being bombards the party with powerful spells. Trying to use Atma's magic against it, the party finds themselves in a long, arduous struggle from which they may, or may not, emerge victorious. So sit back and enjoy. Will we be able to defeat Atma weapon this time? Let's find out. But yeah, strategy is still the same. I still believe that Reflect is really the key to winning this battle. Reflect does boost my party's survival by huge amounts because Atma weapon just uses so much single target magic and magic in general that can be reflected. The only things that I really need to be afraid of are its physical attacks. It's a Flare Star, obviously. Comet can break through Reflect, and Quake. Quake can also break through Reflect. But otherwise, I'm basically immune against everything else. Reflect also deals good damage if it reflects its spells, which is very nice. That's really the damage output I need, the extra damage output I need. Of course, only little bit of a downside is that Gauss spends the entire fight in the Sergeant Rage. He also sometimes applies Reflect to the same character multiple times, which of course gets reflected on Atma, which is annoying. But otherwise, I think this works out pretty nicely. I think that's also exactly why I do not really like Gao, because you cannot control him. He just does whatever he wants. And that can be both bad as well as beneficial, of course. Anything else I wanted to mention? One thing that appeared in my head again, and that I should have used earlier in this, but this hack makes it so that the defense command that you can use in battle, if you press, what is it? I think it's right. If you press right in the selection menu for what action you want to take, you can use the defend command, and I think usually that halves the physical damage that a character receives. I think it got nerfed in this, but the other thing is, and that's normally what is not the case, it also reduces magical damage by 1/3, so that could be a very good thing to do before I get a Flare Star to the face. If I can predict that and I can minimize damage that way, that could be very important maybe. But that's something this hack specifically does, and that's why I forgot about it up until this point. But basically everything, I did read that by going through that one readme, and yeah, I kept that, I remembered that now. Could it also have been nice during the Air Force fight for the wave cannon maybe. Maybe that way I could have been able to survive that. Of course, other options I have, and I know that I could still level. I'm not sure if the hack considers me pretty low level for this. But I could level. I will not do that though. Leveling is always for me the last option. I want to use all of my other combat options first before I bite the bullet and level. I think that has been how I approach RPGs lately. Not lately, but when since I was 14 or so. In earlier days I would have leveled here, but not anymore. It's more fun that way anyways, makes for more exciting fights. I did already, Sniper Genji, I think I talked enough, let's try it again. I could also use Golem more. Golem does not, does not nullify all physical damage. It does do so once or so, but the thing is, it also does not get away once I take a spell to the face. Okay, first off, let's try to get some haste. I think haste is more important than shell and everything here. Then Gao still can use Kirin. That is bad, I think he is dead. Yeah, obviously. Holy Aura. No, he also does not, he does not get regen. Okay, that's annoying. But I think it's more important on those 3 anyways, so could still be nice. Phoenix Down coming in. I should have given Kirin to Shadow, to be honest. Okay, Flare again? That's... I should have started with Sergeant, yeah. Sergeant. You survived that barely. But you get Reflect now, that's good. Rage. Sergeant, Sergeant, Sergeant. There we go. Windbuster? What is Windbuster? Oh, that's his move. That's his Desperation attack. Nice. Shadow fights. You heal Gao. I think that's more important. You should have healed yourself because you're in more danger. Of course, I do not want to cast Haste on... Please don't do it on Shadow. Okay, thank you. Of course, I do not want to cast Haste on... Nice critical. I don't want to cast Haste on Gao right now because he has Reflect, and I don't want to haste Atma weapon. That would be very bad. So far, so good. We can use a Drain. And Mog is dead because I get critical hits now. Thank you. Okay, you heal yourself. Okay, this fight is not really progressing how I'd like it. No, I also get... Yeah, that reflected. Nice. Okay, that's super annoying. Cool, thank you. Okay, try to... Yeah, try to revive Mog here. Cannot really do anything. Okay, we get... Does anyone... Not everyone has Reflect right now. Dude. I want to attack Gao. You need to apply Reflect to Shadow, please. I should have gone for Mog. Also, am I mistaken, or it does only apply Reflect once if you are in critical? Oh no. Wait a second, is that a thing? Or did I just not see it? Okay, Phoenix down, you can attack Mog. Okay, immediately get healed, nice. Yeah, it only does apply Reflect once. Oh no, I did not know that. That's bad, of course. I still think it's better than nothing, though. Flare, please get reflected. Now, because the reflect is already gone and Gao is refusing to apply new ones. Shadow takes a beating. Oh no. Wait a second, I think... Yeah, because Gao does no longer have it, I might as well apply it again. Shadow's dead again. Yeah, this fight is much worse than the previous one. He's not gonna apply Reflect anymore, thank you. Okay, Shadow also does not have auto-reflect. I'm also thinking that Reflect works better in the second phase. He does not do it anymore, wow. Reflect. Please reflect on Terra, so never mind. Okay, that I just get the damage instead. Blizzara? No, it gets... Wow. How long does it last? Come on. Oh, damn it. That is so bad. Okay, this fight is much worse than the previous one. Okay, nice one. At least he casts a Flare on Shadow. I might have a chance yet. Please. Okay, reflect on Terra maybe. Nice, okay, okay. Now you only need to cast Reflect on yourself, Gao. That would be very, very, very nice right now. No, never mind. You deal ship damage instead. But everyone is pretty much healed again. Mox does not... Maybe he survives it? No, barely not. That means I need to revive. Damn it. Please cast it on the right one. But I can instantly heal Mog, that's important. A very good thing is also that the fight basically also fights itself, if I'm lucky. So I can actually spend my time here to apply all of the necessary buffs and stuff. Okay. Why not on Mog or anyone else? Okay, reflected, nice. You can heal yourself. Although Terra also needs healing now. Okay. Go. Lyra should get reflected again. That's something I did not do last time. Last time I did not immediately catch on like reflecting spells of myself. Now you won't apply to yourself, right? Nice, okay. Fairly interesting that one Flare of Fist deals as much damage as Terra's Fire. Reflect again. Okay, let's bounce it off Mog. You can also use Golem just for kicks. I hope that does not block my healing rod, that would be funny. Okay, now only Go is missing Reflect. Earthwall, let's go. That sounded weird. Dugu dugu dugu. Nice. It does it like absorb? No, it does not absorb my own. Okay, that's good. Okay, only reflect on yourself. Oh, that's a nice one. Lyra, yeah, you can jump now. I think no one does really need healing right now. Gao desperately tries to contribute here. Okay, Shadow again, nice. And again, nice. That's what I like to see. But we're still not in the second phase, so the second phase is the critical one. Swoosh, okay. Nope. But what? Oh. Okay, thank you. Craig, okay, we're starting with Craig, now I see. Heal yourself. The other ones have regen, so healing Shadow here was my priority. Reflect again. Okay, Terra did not have reflecting. Grand Claws. Nice. Okay, that's why I like Golem here. I see. Let's apply him again. Firaga should get bounced off by almost anyone. Now Shadow and Mog still take it. Okay. You heal yourself again? Oh, that's bad. Okay. Definitely need to get Mog up again. Mog, go. Come on, they both have 3 letters. Cut me some slack here. Okay, nice. No, never mind. He does not immediately get the healing. I could try to use Kirin again. Revenger. Okay, now we start this shenanigans. I see. That means I can apply haste on Gao. Mog can also try to apply haste on Shadow, maybe? Shadow can heal. Gao can use Kirin again. That sounds pretty nice right now. I like this. Of course, Flare Star is gonna be an immediate concern of mine. Definitely need to get going again with Sergeant Rage. Not Sergeant, yeah. Mock, you can still jump, hopefully. Flare Star, okay. We should survive that. That should all be okay. Oh yeah, but close one. Terra God. No, I'm gonna cast haste on Atma now. That's bad. And that is very bad. Uh-oh. And immediately get craked. Maybe Gauss survives, I hope so. Nope, of course not. Okay, Earthen Wall once again doing a great job here. Earthen Wall is MVP here, I see. Tyraga Gau dies again. Also, no one has Reflect anymore, that's super bad. Golem again, Revenger, okay. That means Flare Star is coming up again. Okay, at least Mock and Shadow have Earthen Wall up. It's Kasukura. Okay, that looks nice. Phoenix down. Terra, I think it's more important that I heal you. Okay, very interesting. Jump, okay. Okay, let's try death. I hope I survive like this. Terra will die again. Shadow should survive if everything works as intended. Ah, yeah, kind of. Of course, also takes up an entire move. Grand Claws, that is bad, but okay, nice, he avoids. That's bad. I cannot get Reflect up again. I need Reflect, guys. Comet, please unmock. Okay, Mock is fine, Mock is fine, Mock is fine. Tornado is also fine. That does not kill. That does not kill, that's important. He even misses. Rage. Comet again. Okay, that's bad. I think I'm done for again. Because I couldn't maintain my Reflect. Comet again. Grand Claws, that's it. Never mind. Okay, Mock. He even gets a double hit there. How nasty is that? Comet. Oh, I might survive this. Maybe I get a good roll here for me. Yeah, okay. Nice, okay, that's more important. Otherwise, I will not survive. Flare, dodge the flare. That's important. Grand Claws also dodged. Nice. But that's not gonna be enough. Never mind, he dodges again. What is this? Okay, Flare kills him. Ah, okay. No, okay. Okay. I accidentally paused. Still a difficult fight, dude. Atma weapon. Atma weapon does not disappoint. That's absolutely certain here. Is there anything else I could do? Anything else? Reflect is so necessary. I cannot really cast magic until Atma, not Atma, until my entire party has reflect up. One thing that should not happen is that I lose my auto reflect too early. That should not happen, because I need that in the end stages. And could you just flee, please? Please miss. Never mind. Terra, thank you. This fight is also in a much better spot than the previous one. I still need to flee from like 1-2 encounters here, but it's much better than the Mom Bomb, for example, or the Air Force and Ultros and you know what. Because this is very close to a save point. That makes it much more bearable. Okay, so, I want to change Kirin here. Seraph is something I will not use, at least so it seems. You don't get Kirin, you get Seraph. And you get Kirin instead. Shadow starts applying Regen to the entire party immediately. And Gao Sergeant. Mok tries to stay alive, Terra also tries to stay alive. Let's try it like this. Also, you know what? I think I'm gonna go with Feather here. That way he dodges the Quake attack. That might be very important. Let's try it like this. Like everything that nullifies damage completely is very good in those instances. That's something you should like and appreciate. Okay, let's try it again. Yeah, I'm Atma, both ancient and unrivaled. I do not bleed, for I am strength given form, feeble creatures of flesh. Your time is nigh. No, your time is nigh, dude. Okay. Sergeant, immediately go for it, of course. Magic, apply haste on Gao, that's important. Magic, apply haste on Shadow, maybe. I think that's good. I think that worked out. Nice. Haste is also so beneficial here, like usual. Reflect on either Gao and Shadow would be nice. If you get Mok instead, that's also fine. You take some minor damage, that's fine. Regen does the heavy lifting here for that like physical attack there. That was not reflect, but you can quickly apply haste on Terra. Okay, who takes it? Shadow. Oh, that's bad. I think he will not survive that. Oh, yeah, okay. Let's go. Okay, you can already start casting magic here. Nice on Terra, good. Actually, those two I did not want to get reflect on because I wanted to buff them a little bit more. But still fine, I can work with that. That is okay, he can just jump. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, you're doing a great job, Go. Actually, you're doing a great job right now. Flare on Terra is fine. That wastes your turn, and that's what I like. Okay, so far so good. That also makes getting damage in faster, of course, if Gao is complying with what I want him to do. Normal attack, I can work with that. Shadow, you don't need to heal right now. You can just keep available for me. Flare coming in again. Okay, nice. 75% chance that it hits one reflected character here. Another flare. Of course, nice. Good. Perfect. Reflect on yourself would be insanely good right now. Ah, okay. And now Kirin is not gonna work. But Kirin also does a small heal. That might also be not insignificant. I cannot see. Terra also... Okay, Terra also still has Reflect. Yeah. Tyra, I hope her Reflect is not gone. That doesn't... Okay, I was gonna say that doesn't look good, but okay. Flare again should bounce off everyone except Go. Yeah, nice, okay. Okay, this looks better again than last time. Come on yourself, please. Nice, okay. I hope Terra's Reflect also continues to be up. Okay, that's something I need to concern myself with. Nice, okay. Does Terra still have Reflect? Yeah, she has. Morph. Morph, and bounce it off of everyone. That will deal insane damage. Terra. Grand Claws. Okay, she survives because she morphed. Okay. Now, everyone. Okay, let's see. Firaga. Terra does no longer... No, that's bad. Terra does no longer have Reflect. Okay, she has again. Nice. Okay, that was planned, of course. Heal her. Okay, it bounces off everyone now. Look at the damage. Nice, 3000. That was good. That's what I like to see. Okay, you can jump. Okay, should still count. Nice, you also... No, that's bad. Because now that hits the entire party. Because it got dispelled. That's bad. It's charge 2, yeah. Okay, I need Kirin now. I need the healing here. On everyone, otherwise I'm too slow to apply healing. Oh, come on, Go. You need to... No, that's bad. That's very bad. That's very, very bad. He should still survive that. Okay. Never mind. Oh. Yeah, that's where Reflect screws me over. Oh, now I'm gonna heal Atma. That is very bad. Gao will die now. Unless I can quickly attack. I think that works. Now don't do that. Oh. Okay, nice. Ooh. Cannot cast anything right now. I can. Fyra on Flare Star coming in. I think Gao dies. I hope not, but I think he does. Of course. Okay, and Terra does not have Reflect up anymore. Okay, just... Okay, nice. Okay. Terra survives because she's in Esper form. She will not survive that. Flare. And I don't have Reflect anymore. That kills everyone again. Oh, shit. I cannot find Phoenix down, dude. I think that's it again. Comet. I think he survives. I think it does not de-random. No, slight de-random. Okay, you also got Reflect up. That could be good. Tornado is okay. Nope. No. I deemed Moxwell being more important than Gao surviving or reviving another character. I think that might have been a mistake, a huge mistake actually. Grant, I'm dead. Oh, Dude. Okay, round 6 or so I stopped counting, but yeah, if it is the 6th round, then that must mean something because Final Fantasy VI, of course. Okay, thing is, I did look some stuff up. I did look at what Atma weapon does normally in the game, and I think I figured 2 important things out. First of all, you can actually slow Atma weapon. Atma weapon can be slowed, and that could be such a huge game changer. The only problem, I don't have slow as a magic. No one has slow. Everyone has haste and stop, but no one has slow actually. And none of my espers actually teach me slow. However, Go. Go has the slasher, and the slasher has the side effect that it sometimes inflicts slow. So that might be very good if he starts to like randomly attack, what he sometimes does. If he can inflict slow on Atma weapon, that would be legendary. That makes Go even more valuable, so I hope he does that. And the other thing that might even be more significant is I figured out Flare Star. Flare Star, and I did not know that, Flare Star is actually fire elemental. Which means I can reduce the damage, or should be able to reduce the damage by equipping peace rings. Because of the peace rings, I think I say that every time, but in this sake, peace rings have fire damage. That should be nice. Flare Star, it does read, is defense ignoring. I think the half fire elemental property should still come through though. Like, it does not ignore that, I think. Which is nice, because that greatly boosts my chances of survival. Like Terra, Gao, and Shadow have that now. The only downside is I do no longer have the Lunar Curtains equipped, but to be honest, the Lunar Curtains do only work one time, and they always like come off in the worst possible moments, so yeah, I decided no Lunar Curtains anymore. I also gave Mog Black Belt again, that way he can sometimes heal, hopefully, when he takes damage. But yeah, Reflect is more important here, like his Ghost Reflect is more important here, and he should be able to survive that now and everything. Another sad thing is I had to de-equip the floating, you know what, the floating boots from Shadow here. Then again, maybe I try this next time when that happens, but maybe I could also equip the hover boots. What are they called? Feather boots. Feather boots. I could equip the feather boots instead of the Genji equipment. Could also be, yeah, maybe. That might be something for next time. Like I said, now let's try this again. I hope it works now. Surviving Flare Star in a better manner is, of course, much better if I can do that. Quake is still an issue, but I can also have that damage, so everything should be pretty fine. Of course, Mok does not have a peace ring because he can simply jump away. You immediately start with your rage here. I don't want to waste any time. Sergeant is too important. Once again, haste. Once again, magic. Haste. Okay, that was no slow, that is sad. It would also be nice if he could inflict slow before he can put reflect on Atma weapon accidentally. Because I'm fairly certain that, like the other spells, it would get reflected back to him. Which is also really not what I want. The Protect Rings are also doing a great job here, the Auto Protect. Reflect, okay, first Reflect. On Shadow, that is fine. Nice counter, that's what I need. Of course, another thing that I have already slightly mentioned. You could, of course, work with Resp here. And if you make it so that Atma weapon runs out of MP, Atma weapon dies. So that would mean I would only have to survive this first phase here, which is arguably fairly easy, to be honest. Nice, okay, because this and then maybe Vanish, and I'm fairly protected. But I think he has like 9,999 MP like those enemies have. And that would just take a long time. That would be like a last resort, so yeah, I'm gonna holding off I'm gonna hold off with that until now. Until later. Yeah, you have Reflect. I try to do it like as legitimately as I can here. Okay, and he's reflected now, that's bad. That is bad. Also, thinking about slow, I think Shadow does have like some kind of skin that inflicts slow, right? Is that a thing? Oh, I'm actually not sure. I cannot even look at it at the moment, right? Oh, that's bad. Mock might bite the dust? Yeah. Of course, normal flare is not fire elemental. Normal flare is just neutral. Okay, but we can recover from that one. Put haste on him again, maybe it works. I hope so. Okay, nice. That's always good. That's always good. I did not look up how much HP Atma weapon has, but apparently a lot. Like, I don't know, I cannot just do that right now. Not go. Let's try a dance. The dances do not get reflected or anything, so we should still be safe here. That is good, because that deals a ton of damage normally. Nice, okay. And yeah, that's exactly what I thought. That's so lame. Oh, no. Now he reflected the... Oh, no. He reflected the slow. And go dice. Oh. Okay, at least the reflect is gone, not the haste is gone then. Okay, Mock, you need to revive. Now he just kills everyone because Dude, if Gao dies, that's so bad, guys. I cannot really recover from that. I think I made the mistake of not hitting Gao here. I think that's actually a mistake. Rock Slide again, and that's not good because I want to get the healing instead. Damage is insane though. Of course it gets reflected. That Gao survives is more important here. Okay, nice. Okay, good wasted. Good wasted. Good wasted turn. Thank you. Okay, Gao is back in the game. And again, wow. And even on Terra, come on. That's so lame. Shamshir doesn't do anything. Yep, figures. And you immediately get killed by that, I think. Maybe you survive, I hope so. Nope. Why would you? Bio! Ouch. That's also not good. Okay, we are in the second phase though. No. The fight also actually has 3 phases, by the way. Just so you know, the fight has 3 phases and we haven't even made it to phase 3 yet. I think I'm in a particularly bad spot. No one really has reflected at this moment. Firaga, yeah. But we should take less than, yeah, okay. Of course, that's the bad part. Gao cannot revive characters. Okay, Revenger coming in. Maybe I'm still able to revive Mok, that would be good. But Terra's also insanely slow. I think it's better for you to... Okay, to haste yourself again. To remove slow. Okay, I'm not sure if that works right now. It might actually work. Come on, Flare Star. Okay, Flare Star, Flare Star, Flare Star. We should survive that. We should really survive that if my peace rings work. Yep, okay. Reflect on which character? Okay, please Terra revive now. Yeah, okay. I think that puts us in a good spot. Holy Aura, yeah. I think we are in a good spot now. Could be better, of course, but we should survive something multi-target right now. Actually, you're gonna morph. You can jump. Shadow can attack himself. Comet. Please Shadow survive. No. That is bad. Reflect again. Nope. The fact that you cannot control Go, guys. Okay, Flare, please on Terra. Okay, Mok is fine too. Okay, Mok also has Reflect. Yeah, yeah. Please, nice one, even a critical. Item. Actually, not item. I'm gonna wait. Mok. Item. Phoenix down. Terra, Magic. Not on you. On him. Fire. Oh, come on, dude. Oh. All race. All fucking race. This is where I start to this like magic delay from Final Fantasy IV that they implemented here. Jump. Revenge again. Missed him? What? Haste? Okay, haste is fine. Would have been my chance to revive Shadow. Okay, reflect on Terra. Reflect again on yourself, that would be nice. Nice, good, good, good. Okay, now slow for me. Terra should still survive because she is in Esper form. Flare is fine. Nice. Maybe Shadow can even heal himself before Flare Star hits. I hope so. Come on. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, Terra should survive. Unless she reverts just now. Oh, come on. Are you shitting me? Oh. She will not survive. That is too much. Yeah, nice. Thank you. Terra. Could I have at least have slowed him now? Oh. Why? Why, guys? Tornado. Please miss. Okay, on the two worst characters here. Let's try to get a sunbath. That is my only hope right now. Never mind. And that's it again. Nice. Rent claws. Yeah, just ruin everything. Thank you. Flare gets reflected. Do I really need to go for the RESP strategy here? Do I really have to? Rent claws. That's it. Yeah, never mind. That's it. Nice. Oh. Dude. Again. Okay, number 6 was not lucky, but usually number 7 is. So yeah, here we are again. I noticed something in the last fight. I noticed that Mok would die from one flare, and that was previously not the case. I actually figured out why. I figured out it was because he no longer had the Lunar Curtain equipped. Apparently what the Lunar Curtain does, you can see that, it does give you a lot of magic defense, and it is actually enough for Mok to survive one flare with full HP, so I have been giving him back his Lunar Curtain. I think countering doesn't do that much anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna go for the guaranteed survival of flare here. Otherwise, I'm gonna try this one more time with this strategy, otherwise I might want to switch over to the Resp strategy and hope that works. Like, it's still not a free win or anything, but I think that has more hopes. Shadow still has Genji. I decided against it for like going for only for one healing rod because I think healing rod is just too important. The double. Anything else? I think not. We can just go for it again. I feel like there was something I wanted to say here, but apparently not. Okay, next attempt. Oh yeah, I also de-equipped Gauss Slasher. Slasher is just too annoying, like it does affect me too much. Instead he has the normal Mithril X or whatever it is, that does not have a secondary effect or so, because the secondary effects always screwed me over. But I also figured out that Shadow does actually have a scroll that he can throw that does give him... That's already bad. That does give him... That does give the enemy instant slow, apparently. It does inflict slow. And that scroll is the Thunder Scroll, so I might want to throw a Thunder Scroll here to slow Atma weapon. Of course, once again, the problem is I cannot really see whether or not the status gets applied. That was lucky that I still got that one. Nice. Okay, Gao can start applying Reflect, please. No, he just attacks now. I wanted to throw. Ah. Dude, I just said it. Please not on Terra. Okay, thank you. On yourself is fine. A Protect and Hasten on everyone is also still nice. If I can pull that off before Gao doesn't give the party Reflect. Okay, throw. Thunder. Thunder. I hope that just inflicts it like 100% of the time or so. Thunder Edge, let's see. It does deal good damage. Okay, never mind. Fairly certain not everyone has Reflect right now. What did you just do? You casted Reflect, but it did nothing. What was that? Okay, now Terra does still take the hit here. Oh, please not on Terra. Okay, Mok is fine. Mok should survive now. We will see that now. Never mind. Okay, but he could potentially, maybe. Still, it is not like a bad loss or anything. Just kind of annoying. Okay, healing Mok immediately afterwards. He also has Reflect up now, so who knows? That might be good. It might not be, it is good. I think everyone except Terra has... Yeah, nice. Thank you for going for Terra. Does she die now? Oh. Cannot go on like this. I need to revive Terra with like Mok and Shadow. I need 2 characters for reviving. But that's fine. Luckily Shadow also still has Reflect. I think I did not apply, you know what, by the way, slow, by the way. Flare again. Okay, nice. Shadow still has Flare. I think Gao does not have Flare. Nope, he doesn't. Reflect again. Can jump. I'm gonna give Terra a region again. Of course, it's suddenly gone. Oh, dude. Carbuncle. If I had Carbuncle from that one fight, that would be so good in this. Yeah, here you can really see the convoluted usages of Reflect. I'm gonna try to throw again. I'm kind of surprised that it deals so much damage to the throw here. That is actually something I do like. And if I could get slow, that would be the icing on the cake. Rock Slide is also nice. Flare again. Nice, good Reflect. Gao and Mok have Reflect right now. Comet. Okay, you should survive that. That should be fine. Yep. You can morph now. Bounce that off Mok. That's fine. You can try to dance again, I guess. Shadow can try to inflict slow again, I hope. If only I could still control Go, that would be so good. Shamshi is the worst move you could have pulled, thank you. Okay, you survived that because you're awesome, Go. But I need healing. Flare. Okay, nice. Once again, it's looking pretty nice. It's looking pretty nice. Could work. Also, one thing I should do is Golem. Okay, so Reflect was still there. That's important. Grand Claws. Okay. Okay, Earthwall coming up now. That is good. That is very good, actually. Because everyone got Earthen Wall now. Critical is not necessary. Tornado! Let's go. Miss on everyone. That's perfect. Thank you. I'm gonna risk it again. Reflect. Okay, reflected off of Shadow. That's fine. Maybe I can get slow again or so. Grand Claws should be absorbed. And even dodge, nice. Okay, this looks pretty good, pretty good. Thunder Edge again. At least it will deal good damage. I got him? I got him! Oh my god! Dude, I did not expect that. Wow. Yo, okay, just... I thought we were still miles off. Wow. Maybe the strategy would really have been to be more offensive. I think I might have played too defensively here. We didn't even see Flare Star this time around. What the heck did I just do? I should have used more schemes with Shadow. Oh. But yeah, cool. That boss fight was really good. That boss fight was really good, though. It was challenging, and that was to be expected. I keep mentioning that, but Atma weapon is really a highlight of this game. It is the final boss, practically, of the World of Balance, so it is a very good spot to have a difficult encounter here. And the fight really delivered. I liked the strategy with Reflect. That's something I did enjoy. I also did enjoy that you have like multiple like approaches here. Theoretically, you could also use the RESP strategy, and depending on your party setup and everything, that might be the superior strategy. But yeah, nice that I got it like this. It said about the Summer Drop. The Summer Drop would have been nice, but also not mandatory by any means. Cool, we get 12, we get... and we do get the actual Atma weapon as a drop, I see. Okay, that is good. Okay, that also means that you cannot miss Atma weapon in this. So I am gonna assume that Atma weapon actually does have some good significance here. Like as a very powerful weapon. Atma weapon, in case you don't know, it scales with your maximum HP and your current HP. Which means at this point, while we have like pretty low HP values, especially compared towards the end, Atma weapon does not do much, but later on Atma weapon is usually very strong. I think it's also defense ignoring with its properties and everything, so that's also a plus. Anyways, Shadow decides now that he will become edgy again and like leaves the party because he's ashamed and everything. And I can move, okay. I can move, you know, because I like to move it. And where's my ward? Wait a second. I want to make it to the safe crystal again. That's not Final Fantasy XII here. But I want to make it back to the safe before anything goes wrong here. I think that's fine. Let me quickly go back and then we move on with the Floating Continent. The Floating Continent in general was a very good dungeon, I think. Encounters here were difficult, not too difficult, but just the right amount, I think. Enough that you had to pull off some strategies to defeat them. That's something I always like with the like invisible against behemoths and stuff. Here is Fyra. Like it's not always the same stuff you pull here. That's very good in my opinion. That was a very nice dungeon and I enjoyed it a lot. It was also not too big. The Floating Continent is not too big for that. It has the right length, lengthy enough that you have to do some like micromanaging with your MP, HP and stuff, but also not too long that you like run out of resources before you can actually like make any significant accomplishment. That's how I like my dungeons, and the hack definitely delivered here. I think this is so far my highlight here. The Gigantos, or whatever that was called, that treasure chest monster in a box enemy, was also a nice mini-boss, I would say. So yeah, overall I'm really happy with the Floating Continent. I enjoyed my stay here, but yeah, next up we move on and actually onto the World of Ruin. So that's gonna be interesting. I think at this stage I can also quickly mention again that I, in general, really enjoy this hack so far and this playthrough. I do like it a lot. Like it strikes the right balance again for me, where it's basically a veteran version of Final Fantasy VI with more difficult. It's a hard mode for Final Fantasy VI so far, at least. The more unique aspects, of course, are still are already present, but will become more prominent later. But I like so far that the difficulty is a little bit higher than usual, and it makes for a very smooth and still challenging experience in my taste. Some roadblocks here and there, which are actually fairly good. At this point, I don't really like going like through every encounter on the first time, and especially Final Fantasy games do offer the mechanics to like tinker around a little bit and refine your strategies to eventually succeed, so that's working out here in the sec. So far, very good, and yeah, next up it's off the Floating Continent onto the World of Ruin or so. Oh yeah. Alright guys, thank you all for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. see you in the next episode of the Final Fantasy VI D Edition. Until then, take care and goodbye.